Yo, yo, yo. We're gonna do some tarot. Actually, I want to start off with a animal card because animals have been really communicating to me lately. Not like saying, hey, but I've been seeing them. Like today, I channeled a message and I saw a hawk. I had a dead bumblebee on the hood of my car the other day, and that really freaked me out because that's like not usually a good omen, but I could understand the symbolism in it. The symbolism of a bee, it's a hive mentality. And, you know, I've unlocked levels of awareness that has taken me out of that hive mentality of social acceptance of who we are. And then I seen 2 ducklings outside my house. And ducklings is the feminine energy. You know, what's going to break the hive matrix is the feminine energy. It's the balancing of being an authoritarian or playing a role of what we think a feminine is, but to truly tap into that feminine through our intuition, our empathy, and our creativity. And creativity is honestly just being honest at this point. Honest with yourself. You know, I used to be like, oh, creativity, coloring, painting, drawing. No, it's being honest, man. Being creative to me is showing up for yourself in a way that you see fit. In a way that really brings out your true self to your core. So I'm going to see what animal we get. The kangaroo! A 9-month cycle is at play, which is interesting. Today is June 1st. Okay? 9 months from now, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April. Wow, so 9 months from now, it's the new year. Today is June 1st. So 9 months from now, it's going to be April 1st. April 1st is the first day of the year in ancient astrology. 222 on the motherfucking timer. What up? So yeah, man. We are in super ripe energies to, you know, invoke healing and awakening. The next 5 months, I feel, this is my prediction, we're going to see a mass transit in consciousness. A lot of people are going to wake up because they're going to be getting some harsh life lessons. If they choose to wake up, right? The more that we deny a lesson, the more the karmic loop plays out until it gets really strong and you're just like, something's got to give. It triggers the awakening. And a lot of people mask it with alcoholism. Look, 2 of these cards came out. Star. So the star card's all about hope, rejuvenation, spiritual enlightenment. Because the more as we embrace the age of energy, what's going to happen is it's going to screw around with our body, because our body is going to want to purge. And if we're not in total alignment with our path, we're going to see negative ailments arise. So, you know, like, energy is huge, homies, and we're in the age of energy. Now that I'm in total alignment, like, I've quit smoking. I haven't had a cigarette now in 6 days, which is massive for me. And yeah, okay, my lungs are a bit sore from detoxing, but like, I'm stunned that I have no craving. I've surrendered it. I've you know, like, I'm not saying, yeah, like, I don't even want one. I walked by someone today and it stank. It was stanky. I was like, ugh, can't believe I did that. You know? So like, 5D, you're going to manifest better. So if it's for your highest good, you're going to reap the rewards quicker because it's in soul alignment. So if you're hesitant on making a health change and you don't think you can do it, trust the energies. Trust what's coming up to be healed and recognized. Because smoking, you know, that means you're holding on to grief. It's a trauma response. In the age of Aquarius, it can promise rejuvenation that is miracle-based because it's an energetic match. You are what you think. But in the age of Aquarius, we are in alignment with what our highest good is for in the eyes of the Most High. Teamwork, right? Teamwork with the divine. to really channel your star essence to help you utilize that 9-month cycle, because it's 9 months now till April 1st. It's June 1st. So it's very interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, see, okay. So 9-month cycle. So let's say you want to embark on a spiritual awakening. Commit to it and see what happens in 9 months, because you're going to start seeing the illusion. You're going to tap into your subconscious. You're going to activate gifts. Our gifts are in our subconscious mind. And the more that we heal, because we don't realize how much noise is from the outside, whether it be from work, people that we aren't in harmonious relationships with, people, like, you're just going to start feeling it, and like it's going to be really hard to override, and it's going to help nudge you into that hermit mode mentality, soul searching, spiritual enlightenment, being a lamppost for your subconscious, because the moon is your subconscious. Being the lamppost, being the guide to really see what would happen if I kind of just took some time, more time to myself, did some more soul searching. What would happen? You'd start activating healing, abundance. You're making that conscious choice to be in union with the divine, to call in healing, to ground that energy. And sometimes that calls for us to make sacrifices, whether it be a health, like a habit, a people-pleasing tendency, a relationship, because you're holding on to stuff, like we all are, man. Like, nobody's alone in this journey, this ascension process, because there are new opportunities. But if you lack clarity, see, this is upside down. So if this was upright, clarity. Because if you lack clarity, you're just going to be standing there like, where do I go? I don't know where I'm going. Because spiritual transformations are here. Holding on when it's closing in on you. You see that corridor? For you have foresight. You just have to get honest with yourself. Take off the blindfolds. Take off the anxiety of seeing what's in there. And be the empress. Be that feminine, loving, nurturing energy that every soul comes down here to manifest. Because a lot of us know how to be masculine. Meaning, it's very unbalanced energies out there. You can be really feminine, but carry wounded masculine characteristics. Or wounded, like you don't have any authority when you should. You need to have a choice. But then you people pleaser. Okay, well, that's a wounded masculine. If you're very controlling and insecure, that's a wounded feminine. If it's a wounded masculine, then that wounded masculine is going to be extremely egotistical, flirt, thinks they're all that, and a bag of chips. Wow, split the deck, star. And if he's a wounded feminine, then he won't know how to show emotion, or he can be, like, everybody's individual, but there isn't a lot of harmony when it comes to us as individuals in our balanced understanding of thyself, right? And we don't want to face up. We don't want to get right with the Most High. Just kidding. But it is what it is. Yeah, strength. What's underneath it? Strength. And the Hierophant, yeah. Because ultimately, a spiritual awakening, and with all these energies right now in the solar flares, you are God. But you have to get pure enough to see it. Much love.